Cut two, take one. Silence. We're rolling. All right. You ready?
Let's do it.
Perfect. Tell us the story behind the title of the project, The Odyssey.
The Odyssey it's the story of the journey that I had to take to find myself. So it starts with me graduating high school. You know, just like anybody that's graduating high school, you feel like you're the man and you got a certain level of swag about you. Went to college, thought that was gonna continue to transpire. It turns out, you know what I'm saying, you gotta start at the bottom when you go to school. I had to learn that the hard way, so I went through certain things that, like not being able to play football like I thought I was gonna be able to be, you know, issues with females, having to go back home, shit just not being as easy as you think it's gonna be. So I had to go through all that, just like everybody else does, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely took everything personally. I don't think it was the fall, but I think it was the magnitude of the fall, coming from where I came from, going where I'm going, to where I went. Excuse me. Yeah, then from there it just goes from going through that low of a time in life to be able to bounce back and get back to where I am today. It's just ironically, during that time, music is what I found myself in. So it's the story of that. It's like it matches up two different worlds.
So speaking of worlds, who are the people in The Odyssey? What was the main inspiration behind the album?
All right, the main person is myself. The inspiration behind the album is these are all like real life events that really happened. So I felt like it was such an influential time in my life that I should take out, you know what I'm saying, the highlights and the lowlights of that point in time and emphasize them. So every song on there has like a specific chronological like time frame in life. It is a chronological like order. So the inspiration was just that real life story.
How did the project come together?
I just started working with Don't Ask Media, Reese, Aurelio, Matt. We just all started working, started making music. It kind of just went from there. You know, they would play beats, I'd spit 16s or freestyles or whatever. We kind of started talking to each other about what we liked and didn't like. Found a real good sound that fit both of us. Then, you know, from there we didn't even use any of that stuff. We just started from scratch from there, you know, we decided to make an entire album because we were working so much. We felt like we should put some type of substance to it.
How would you explain your creative process working together?
With them, it's just everything's so easy to do. You know what I mean? I'm always writing whenever, so I always have stuff written just on top of my head that I can just, you know, spit. The fluidity of Aurelio being able to play the keys or the guitar, and Matt with the sounds, that boy will find all the bells that you can think of and twerk them, they'll sound amazing. And then Reese is just a fool on everything on the computer. You can do it right then and there. So we could just easily create because it was no downtime. It was all creation the whole time. So
is the story arc of the album all true to your life?
It's 100% true to my life. It's all real, actual events. Everything that I speak about in every song is actually things that I was actually suicidal. I actually really thought I was about to be playing football, D1 football. But you know, all that stuff, you know, it happens for a reason. You know, I say things happen for a reason. I felt like I had to fall like that to bounce back. Of course, I didn't see that when it happened. So now looking back at all that stuff, like from a bird's eye view, it's like, yeah, I'm glad it happened the way it did. So I literally specifically took out certain points and everything's 100% correct.
What do you want your listeners to take away from the album?
The main thing I want them to take away is that you gotta just be true to your story. You know what I mean? There's certain things that happen to you and just you. You know, sometimes people relate, sometimes they won't. But if you're true to your story, there's no way that it can't not be important to you if it's your story, because it's who you are, it's what you are. So.
Do you have a favorite track off the album?
I love Had To. Whichever Had To you like the best.
Do you have anything planned to follow up the album?
I got a lot of stuff planned to follow up the album. I got a couple songs I'm working on. I've already started working on my next project. I'm just trying to keep the ball rolling, keep the wave flowing. Yeah, you just have to stay tuned and see what we got next.
Can we expect any performances here in the near future?
Yeah, I'm actually performing Friday, the 26th of May in Irving with big homie Nate G. He's doing a birthday bash. Shout out to Hippie Dojo. I'll be posting all that on my social media and everywhere, so you'll be able to see the details soon.
Speaking of that, where can your fans keep up with your music? Where can they buy it? Where can they follow you?
Yeah, Matt Swagnew, Matt with 2 T's, SWAGNEW on all social media. You'll find something that pops up with me. I got everything linked to everything, so you can just find it.
Boom.
Oh, real quick, I just published a website too, bagnewmusic.com. It'll have all my new music right now. I have Odyssey on there. You can purchase the album. You can also get a $15 copy of the album. It comes with a ticket to the show on the 26th. So everybody can go get that. The link is in my bio on Instagram.
Yeah. All right.